I just wanted to welcome everybody to our paint night. This is one of our more popular nights. It's nice, fun night, chill, relax, talk to some friends, meet some new people, maybe win a prize or two. You never know, Loud.
Got
it. We're going to... Hello,
everybody.
Welcome. We got a big day today.
Hello.
Hi, Clint.
Hello, Clint. Clint is one of our lovely CSRs here at the Sheridan Student Union. Thank you for joining us tonight, Clint.
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Just gonna admit one more person first. Okay, before we get started here, I'm just going to share my screen. So I just wanted to welcome everybody to our paint night. This is one of our more popular nights. It's nice, fun night, chill, relax, talk to some friends, meet some new people, maybe win a prize or two. You never know, So Tuesday, we had a tie-dye event, and there are some people that are reoccurring to this event. So put in the chat how it went, how your things turned out. Definitely saw some pictures. They looked amazing. So good job, everybody. You definitely killed it. They looked way better than mine. Again, I'm just not tie-dye efficient. I don't know why. But anyway, tonight we are doing again a virtual paint night, and then the next two events that we have coming up are our sign language classes, which again you should definitely take advantage of. They're free. You get to learn something new and communicate in a different way, and that's really cool too. So join us for those. I'm going to stop here. All right, so Miss Abby is going to be leading our paint night tonight. She is amazing. She's going to teach you all of her amazing techniques, what to do, all the steps. If you have any questions, I will also be your safe chat tonight. So feel free to message me at any point if you have any questions, comments, concerns, missed a step, whatever it shall be. All right, I'm going to also screen share the painting that we are going to be doing tonight. It is really cute. It is super fall related. I hope you guys are ready for fall and October and Halloween and all the food and all the holidays that are coming up. Like, oh my goodness, there's too much. All right, here we go. You seeing it? Do you see this, Abby?
Yes, I do. Oh, hi, Julia.
Oh,
Hey, Julia.
Painting.
Awesome. Okay, Abby, I'm going to try to spot it.
Oh my God.
Wait, should I spotlight you or do you want me to pin you? Multi-pin?
Whatever works.
Okay. Are you seeing both or just you?
I can see the screen share and then.
Okay.
Yeah, it works out. All right, well, hello, everybody. I'm Abby. Thank you for introducing me. I'm also one of your SLCs. So today we're going to be painting this, as you can see. I know some of you received a paint kit. So if you received the paint kit, I know they're in little tubes, so just like squeeze them out onto a palette right now. Perfect, Clint. Today we're going to be yes, perfect. So prepared. Look at what Clint has. Also get a little water holder thingy so you can wash your brushes. Perfect. There you go.
Just don't have an easel.
Almost there. If you didn't have a paint kit, it's okay. I don't have one either. I just used this is what my palette looks like so far. It's leaking. But basically today for this painting, we're going to be using blue. If you have a darker blue, that'd be great. But if you have a lighter one, you can still use it. It just look a little different. And yeah, you put a blue, black, red, if you have orange, you can put that on, and a bright yellow. If you don't have orange, we can just mix it together. So that should be good. And make sure you have white for those beautiful highlights. So yeah, I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to get sorted out. Get your palette ready, get everything there. Since our paint night is not super long, I'm going to be using a hair dryer to like dry everything out so I can paint on it. But if you don't have one, that's totally fine. This video will be recorded, so if you miss a step, if you're a little behind, it's okay. Take your time. You can message any of us, so you can email me or Lex or Alyssa, and yeah, maybe Lex, if you can put that in the chat, you can send us an email and we will send you the recording. So don't worry if you guys miss that.
Also, let me know in the chat what you prefer, to see Abby doing it step by step or just have the painting up and listening to Abby. Tell me in the chat what you would prefer, and I'll make that happen for you. Whatever is easier for you to paint. Or if this is easier, I'll just leave it.
I guess this works out.
And at all, that's cool too.
All right. Okay, well, so we're gonna get started with the black background first. So we're gonna paint a blue gradient from the top to the bottom, just all the way for your full page. So make sure there isn't any white. So we're just gonna take the, okay, let's see if I can lift this up. Take your blue. Mine's a little in your paint pack. If you have a paint kit, it'll be the ultramarine blue. It's a little darker. And so put that onto your palette, get some white. So what you want to do is you want to mix 3 shades. So I don't have the cerulean blue that you guys have. So it's like a lighter blue in the paint kit. So my gradient will not look the same as yours, but if you have the lighter blue, I really like that blue because it's like a really nice, like bright, happy blue. And so if you guys have the lighter one in your paint kit, use that. I don't, so it's gonna look a little duller. But yeah. So
actually, is there any way that we could switch you to the bigger one? It's really hard to see. Okay, thanks, honey.
Yes, I got it. Sorry, I was trying to unmute myself.
No worries. So yeah, mix blue and white together. Make sure you have enough to cover your whole canvas. So I'm just gonna get started now. So after you're done mixing, make sure you wash your brush so there's no more white in there, and make sure you dry it thoroughly or it's gonna water down your dark blue. And yeah, just wipe it on your paper towel or your cloth if you have one. And I'm just gonna get started. So we're gonna start off with the darker blue here. Can you guys see that? And yeah, so just cover the whole thing, go back and forth.
Wait, are we using the darker blue or the lighter blue?
So use the darker blue first.
Darker blue, okay.
It looks light on the video, but I promise in real life it's a little darker.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, so just go in with the darker blue first. This isn't a mixed one. This is just the darker ultramarine blue. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go in like that. And then, let's see. Lex, I'm gonna switch my window, like on my laptop, to the pictures. So just let me know if anybody has any questions.
I got you, no problem.
Thank you, thank you. All right, let me pull this up. Okay, yeah. So it's pretty dark in this picture, up to like a third. So I'm just gonna keep going. And you guys don't need to have a canvas. I'm just painting on paper right now. But make sure if you are painting on paper, it is a little thicker. Just because if it's really thin, your painting is gonna curl up and it's gonna be really hard to paint on it. So yeah. If your paint is thinning out, you can put on more layers, which is what I'm doing now. Because my paint is $1 and more. So yeah, just keep going. And then once you get to like about maybe like a third, a little less than a third of the way down, mix in your lighter blue. So I'm just gonna mix in the one with the white right here. So just keep going back and forth. I'm gonna add a little more white because I want it to be a little brighter than that.
Sorry to bug you. I'm using Canvas and it's showing up like really blotchy.
Oh, is it too dry?
I'm not too sure.
Like,
but it's
is your paint like hard to like go across, like smooth?
I dipped a little bit of water on the brush and then dabbed it off.
Oh, okay. Like, what do you mean by blotchy? Oh, okay. I think. Okay, wait. Let me just.
You see, like that part there.
Oh yeah, it's just because it's like the edge, I think, and so there's like not as much paint. So just go over it with like more paint. Just like load your paintbrush up with a lot of paint.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. The thing with acrylic is that it's kind of like for me, like you can see like the edges like that too. So like you just have to go in with a lot more paint. Yeah. So I'm just gonna go in and cover the whole thing. Okay. And how you want to do the gradient is really up to you. This part is kind of just a free for all. So if you want it to be darker, if you want it to be brighter, it's really up to you.
Okay, I know everybody's like super focused, but I'm gonna send out a polling question just because I can.
Yes,
right,
Lex will keep you on your toes.
I'm keeping everybody on their toes. I'm like a firecracker. I can only sit in silence for like majority like 2 minutes, and then I have to like talk. So here we go. I know your hands are busy, but you only paint with one hand. You have your other one free, all right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
wait, just before you start the polling question, I'm gonna mute myself and because I'm gonna like dry this with the hair dryer, so I don't want to like destroy your eardrums. So
your thing.
Yeah,
it's in
go
everyone's
ahead with
benefit.
the polling question.
All right, your first polling question is: HMC campus is named after which mayor? Ooh, that's a good one. I don't know if anybody's gonna know this. It could be a trick question. You don't know. This was like tie-dye with what was the question? The number of what? Oh no, what was the name of the Davis guy or something?
It was who was Sheridan
Everyone's
named
like, yes.
after?
Oh, right. All right, anybody else? Anybody else want to get in on this? Ooh. Anybody else? Anybody else? I got 10 people voted. I got 17 people in here.
You didn't have any like wildly wrong answers, so I can't possibly vote.
I know. We're here to trick you.
Are we on the blue part, like the lighter blue? As I'm still on the dark blue.
So what Abby's doing is she's actually just adding white to the blue. That's all you're doing, right, Abby?
Yeah. So yeah, so you have the darker blue part, and then like while it's still wet, just keep going at it with like lighter shades. So
Okay.
just so it blends out, yeah. So
I don't
I'm
rinse
just
the
gonna
parts, do I?
you can if you want to. Sometimes I don't like you can just
Okay.
when you have like the darker blue, like mix it with the white and then just keep going at it while it's still wet.
Wait, just white, not the lighter blue?
You can go in with the lighter blue too.
Okay.
It's up to you. Just as long as it goes from like dark to light.
Dark to light. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks.
Here's
No
some
worries.
friendly advice to everybody before we move on. Don't feel like there is a right or wrong way of doing things. Everybody's is gonna look so different and so unique in their own ways, so don't stress about it, okay? And like I always say on these creative nights, yours will never look as bad as mine, so you don't have to feel that bad, okay? And on that note, I am ending the
mine's
poll.
gonna be bad.
We got 90% voted for Hazel McCallion, and that is correct. So good job. Stop sharing now, and I'll let Abby take over. Wait, are you done blow drying? Oh, she's not. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Next one. We'll get one more polling question in before Abby comes back. Okay, question is, how many full-time students are enrolled at Sheridan? Ooh, okay, there's no way you guys are gonna know this. There's no chance. Even, I don't even know this. Oh.
I just took a wild guess.
Hey, there's some it's like everybody's voted for at least one. I don't actually know.
I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go for 25. It seems like it's in the middle.
I said 22.
Get in on this. Two more
Yeah, I have
people.
no idea.
Okay, you ready for the answer? The real answer? The real answer is it like A, B, C, or 1, 2, 3? A, whatever it is, 1. 22.
Oh, yeah.
Plus. So good job to whoever voted for that. It was like 3 people. Good job.
Another
Okay,
call.
Abby.
All right, so I'm just gonna keep going because we don't have a lot of time. So once your blue is a little more dry, start to go in with the black. So yeah, this whole thing will be recorded so you guys can go back and you can keep asking me questions throughout the whole thing, but I'm just gonna go through it. And so basically we're gonna start with the hill and the tree and also the moon. So I'm gonna start with the moon first, just because it is white. So I don't want my brush to be like all dirty with black because it's like harder to wash out. So I'm gonna go in with a tinier brush, and then you're gonna take the white. And for this part, just kind of maybe like water it down a little bit, or you can like mix it in with some blue, just so it's not like a pure white yet. So a little watery, a little blue. And yeah, you can just figure out where you want to put your moon and try to draw. Okay, my advice for drawing or painting circles is to kind of go from the inside out. because it's pretty hard to draw a perfect circle. So basically just start with like a little dot and then just work your way out to the middle, or out to the outside, I mean, and just kind of smooth it out as you go. And as you can see in the example, they have some white swished in there, so just kind of dip it in a little white. Just work your way around. It doesn't have to be perfect, but just kind of put white in wherever you see fit. Yeah, just keep working your circle out. And so there's more white on the top left part of the moon, and then there's a little more blue at the bottom, or bottom blue showing through, so you can even kind of scrape some paint away if you want to, so you can see your lovely blue gradient at the bottom. Just work your way out and kind of perfect the circle as you go out. That's why you should start with a dot in the middle, because you can just keep making it a little bigger as you go out. So personally, I think the circle is looking all right. So I'm gonna go in with the white highlights.
Abby, yours is looking really good so far. A+ work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We also encourage you guys to snap a pic of your painting later once it's all finished, upload it to SSU, and we would like to see them, Instagram, TikTok,
Yeah.
anything, tag us.
All right. For the white part, so just wash your brush and make sure you load up with a lot of white paint on your brush, because we want to go in for the if you look at the picture, there's a white edge at the bottom. So white edge at the bottom. And then it kind of goes around, but it's kind of disjointed. So just make sure you keep loading up a lot of white on that edge. And I think it goes all the way around to like here. And then with the remaining white, just take it and kind of dab it in your little circle. I kind of like it when the paint has a lot of texture. I like it when it kind of sticks out of the canvas. So I like to put a lot of white in there. I like white is a little dry, so it definitely helps this. And yeah. In the example, they do use the lighter blue in your paint pack, so that's why their moon is a lot brighter. So if you want your moon to look more like the one in the picture, definitely I would recommend using that. Yeah, I'm just going to dab in some more white. Don't mix it too much, because you want the blue to kind of show through to give you that rough moon texture. And yeah, I think it's pretty much done. I'm going to move on to the hill and the tree now. So I'm just going to give my brush a good wash. If you want to get the paint out, you can press the brush against the edge of your cup just to press all the paint out. I know paint is, especially acrylic, is so hard to wash out of brushes, but that's an easier way to do it. And yeah, I'm gonna go in with the black now. So taking a bigger brush, I'm gonna make a little hill at the bottom. So you can shape your hill however you want. I'm just gonna try to follow the picture, but you can do whatever you want, honestly. So what I'm gonna do is start from the corner and then work your way up. Make sure you load up a lot of black and work your way up to the top.
What I'll do before you continue on is I'm going to screen share an image of the picture. I'm not too sure if you guys took a picture of it, but I'm gonna leave it up for like 2 minutes. Take a picture of it on your smartphones just because I can't do both like Abby and the picture. So let me screen share it, give you guys a second to take a picture. Let me know when you're ready and then we'll continue on just so everybody has a reference, okay?
Thanks, Lex. That's a really good idea.
No problem. Take a picture. I know your hands are full of paint, but it's just acrylic, so it will come off of everything you touch, I promise.
Yeah, Windex works really well.
And hand sanitizer.
Anything alcohol?
Yeah, anything alcohol-based will get acrylic paint off. Take your pictures, take your pictures. I'm gonna take it down in 1 minute so Abby can continue.
So basically what you're aiming for here is just like the general shape of the hill. We're gonna get all the grass in later, but just kind of go for the general shape.
All
When
right.
you paint, you want to start with the biggest shapes first. So just going with the little hill. So once you're satisfied with the general shape of it, I'm gonna start with the tree. So I kind of want my tree to be like here and then go that way and that way. So I'm gonna go in with the smaller brush that I used for the moon and give this a good wash. All right, and now we're gonna get started. So using the same brush, I'm gonna start with the trunk. So you just kind of work your way up. So you just paint the trunk however you want. Again, you can, with this painting, you don't have to make it like the original one. You can kind of do it however you please. So with the trunk, just go for a tree shape that you think is looking nice. And there we go. And then I'm gonna move it this way for the trunk on the right, like the bigger one. So I can see that it kind of moves up towards the diagonal a little bit. And with this, you don't have to make sure it's like perfectly straight because it is a tree branch. So any little imperfections actually makes it look more realistic. So the only thing is make sure your brush is loaded up with a lot of paint because yeah, like we mentioned before, if your brush doesn't have a lot of paint, it can start like looking blotchy on the sides, like on the edges. So if you want like a nice clean edge, I would recommend you load it up with a lot of paint. There we go. And then I'm gonna start on the other one. So you can make your tree look however you want, but generally, as a general rule of thumb, for branches, they are thicker on the closer they are to the main branch, and then they get thinner as they go up. So that's true whether it's coming from the trunk or another small branch. So you just want to keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm gonna go and look for this one. All right. And now I'm gonna do the other branch on the left side. So, make sure it's thicker at the bottom. And then it kind of goes up a little bit. And in the picture, it kind of goes through, if you look really close, you can see it going through the leaves. So that's what we're going to do here. Okay, so this branch is looking a little too thick. So I'm just going to make my trunk thicker. There we go. And then it's going to come up. Here. Yeah, you can also, if you have a canvas, you don't have to have it upright all the time. If you need to move it to a position that's more comfortable, you totally can. Like I'm doing it right now. And then there's some really thin branches. And they kind of just go up. And you can't really see them, but they're there. And you can just add them in with the side of your brush. So yeah, it's like blotched a little bit here, but you really don't need to worry. You can just cover everything up with the leaves as later on. So I'm pretty satisfied with how the branch is looking. So I'm just going to go in with the grass now. So with your smaller brush, you can just add in some grass in silhouette. So you can tilt it over, that's easier for you. And just kind of push it up. Just do it in one sweeping motion. So just put in grass wherever you want, feel like there should be grass sticking out of the hill. And yeah. It's easier if you start from the inside of the hill and work your way out. That way it will naturally have the look that you want, so it becomes thicker to thin. And if your brush is drying out a little bit, it might look kind of cool. Like it might look like, it's all up to you. Some people like the brush stroke look, some people don't. So it's just really up to what you want to paint.
All right. Just
Hi, are we using black for that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
It should be in your kit. If you don't
I
have
didn't
one,
get. Yeah, I
if you
didn't
don't
get
have
one.
one, it's okay. The way I'm going right now, like I'm not using one either. So
Okay, so I can just use the black I have.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I think it is mostly done for me, but you can keep going as much as you want. You can just fix things as you see it. And yeah, I want the tree to be a little thicker at the bottom. I'm just gonna add that in. So yeah, so for this part, you really want to make sure that your brush is your painting is more dry. But before it completely dries for the next step, I'm just gonna go in and wash my brush and add in a little bit of white, because if you look really closely, you can see some white mixed into the background. And so this is not like the super bright white, but it's like a little gray. So I want to do that while it's still wet, so it kind of blends in nicely. You can add some water to your white to thin it out. So I'm just going to add some here. just for some more texture. So you can just add that in however you see fit. I'm going to add it to the front of the tree a little bit, but since your black is still wet, it's going to blend out. So we're not doing the strong highlights right now, just adding in some texture. And yeah, so okay, so I'm pretty happy with how that's looking. So now I'm going to use my hair dryer and dry it out because black is such a strong like shade of pigment. So if it's not completely dry, it's going to dull down everything you have. So I'm going to make sure it's completely dry first.
All right, and while Abby is doing that, I'm going to launch another polling question while you guys are kind of catching up, still painting, still getting, you know, your fingers going here. So our next polling question is, which department can help you prepare for interviews? That is a great question and a very educational question as well. Get your votes in, get your votes in. Don't forget that this also counts towards your entry towards a $25 gift card to the swag shop tonight. So make sure you're voting. Vote, vote, vote. Make sure you're participating as well in the chat, asking questions. Got 8 people. We got more people in here. I know we do. We have 17 people. Yes, there we go. I think it's a pretty obvious answer here. Awesome. 14 is good enough for me. Good. Career Center. That's right. Of course, you can go to the career services and they can definitely help you prepare for some interviews. All right. One more question. Oh, actually, I have 2 more. Okay. This one, actually, this will help. Make sure you pay attention to our socials because this is actually something that could benefit you. Sheridan Student Union has just provided scholarship money. And how much was financially provided to students? This is all over our Instagram account. And if you haven't heard about it, you should definitely go over to the ssu.ca or our SSU Instagram account, the Sheridan Student Union Instagram account, and look at our Instagram reel, and it'll give you all the information about the scholarship money that we have donated, and you can potentially get it. So why not? Look into it. Give you guys 2 more seconds, 2 more seconds. So the answer is actually A. We're giving out $20,000 each. So make sure that you go to our socials and check all that information out because it could be you, guys. It could be you. You never know. You never know. It's free money. Like, why not? All right, last question before Abby comes back in here. Where can you find more information about upcoming events? For this one, you have to put your answer in the chat. And if you put your answer in the chat, these are the answers I am looking for, and this is gonna get you your gift card. So where can you find more upcoming events? There are so many places that you can look. I'm looking for like at least 3 different ones. You can't vote, you have to type it. Yeah, true. What else? Yes, yes. Atlanta's closest. Yes, yes. You're all right. You're all right. Yes. So the ssu.ca/events. You could find us on social media. We will always update you on events, the SSU website, bulletin boards all around campus. I know some of you have hybrid classes, but there's still bulletin boards with all the information up there as well about our events. So you are right. And subscribe to the newsletters. That is true too. Thank you so much, Clint. Subscribe to our newsletters. Yes, the SSU website. Awesome. Yes, and the residence bulletin boards on your residence floors. That's true too. Yes. Hey, even more than I knew. So you guys are smarter than me. There you go. All right, back to you, Abby. Take it away to end off our painting tonight.
All right, so this is the fun part where you can just kind of go ham with the red and the yellow and orange. So before you do that, because we just used black and it's going to make your water really muddy. So what I did was I just went in and got some new water. So now it's clean and ready for the lighter shades. So if you haven't done that, I would go ahead and do that so it doesn't make your painting all muddy and everything. If you wash your brush and you're like, oh, it's still so dirty, you should probably go change your water. So yeah, without further ado, basically for people who don't have a paint kit and who is missing an orange like me, I would go ahead and mix the orange. So I have a dark red. I don't think I have dark red and I have a bright yellow. So I just mix the two together. Or if you want to brighten up your red, you can do that as well. So I'm going to get started. So if you have a small brush, all you have to do is go in and dab away. Just kind of go ham with it. Make sure your black is already dry or else it's going to look really muddy. So yeah, just kind of dab away with it. Just go in with your small brush, go in with a bigger, slightly bigger brush. It's up to you, but if you want the kind of the same look as in the sample image, the way that person did it is with the smaller brush, just to get that leaf effect, I think. So if you want to do that, I would definitely go in with a smaller brush. And
Hi.
you can, hi.
So are we just like making dots for the leaves?
Yeah, basically, you're just kind of dabbing it.
Okay,
So
thank you.
don't blend it out. Yeah,
Okay.
just to get. Yeah. This red is not the nicest that I have. I'm sure you guys have a much brighter, prettier red. But yeah, I would start off with your dark, whichever shade you want. You can go in with orange, red. Just start off with your darkest one because that's the one at the bottom. And then just keep going. Also mix in a little white if you need it. However, if you mix white with yellow, it will dull it down a little bit, like it wouldn't be as saturated. So just to give you guys a little heads up. Let me see if I have a brighter red. Red is not dirty. All right, let's try this one. Okay, this one's a little better. Okay. So just keep going in there. Make sure you fill up your brush with a lot of paint so that it shows on top of the dark blue and the dark black, like the really dark black and branches and everything. Just because these are our lighter shades, so you're going to need a lot. Maybe you might have to do multiple layers. And yeah, I'm just going to keep dotting it. So make sure you load up with a lot of paint, because otherwise it's going to look really dull, because the blue is complementary to the orange. So it's going to make it look really dull if you don't have enough of it.
Abby,
Or like if it shines through.
does it matter if you do orange or red first?
It doesn't matter if you, depends on what your darkest shade you want to do is. So if you want like the darkest one to be orange, do orange. If you want your darkest one to be red, do red.
All right. That was a question from the chat.
Thank you, Lex. Yeah, just dot away. Yeah. But yeah, make sure your stuff is really loaded up, because you don't want it to look, if you want it to look bright. If you want it to look dull, you can make it look a little thinner. But okay, so pretty happy with how the darker part turned out, and I want to make sure I get this done in time for you guys, so you guys can spend a little more care. You guys probably can, but I just want to make sure I get through this, so I'm going to move on. So you can mix your red or orange with more yellow, and then dap it into the top. And yeah, I just want to load up some more on this side. I'm gonna get some more yellow out because we're using a lot. Just gonna use my finger for efficiency. Okay. Yep, just gonna put that there. And then add some more orange here. The more paint you pile on and the less you blend it, the more texture it'll have. So it's really up to you how much you want on your canvas. If you want it to be all smooth, you can blend it out a little bit more, or you can use less paint. If you want it to kind of stick out of the canvas, you can add more. Yeah. So I think I am mostly, see how it looks on the Zoom. Let me check. Okay, let me bring it closer. The lighting is pretty bad, but kind of, oh my god, the lighting is so bad.
Beautiful, Abby.
Tap it in. Yeah. I just made sure you guys could see it from all the way back there.
I'm sure you can all tell why I let Abby lead the paint night.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna bring it closer because I didn't realize you guys had such a bad view.
No, you could see it. It looks great.
Okay, that's good. All right, I'm gonna go in with the yellow highlight. So make sure your brush is all clean. And then really, really load up on that pure yellow. I'm just gonna dab some more out. And then, yeah, so just really scoop a lot onto your brush and then just dab it on. So generally you want it at the top of the branch since they are the highlights. So in this image, the light is coming in from this side, and so a lot of the highlights would be on the left side. And then I'm going to add this in here. And yeah. And then just add the splatter. And then I'm going to add some more up here because I want more yellow up there. You can also mix your yellow in with white if you want it to be a little thicker. Yeah. So I think I'm pretty much done the tree. I'm just going to move on to the bottom so you guys can get everything on the recording. So same thing. So just go in with red, with your oranges at the bottom of the tree. So start off with red since it is the darkest. It's going to be hard to paint on the black if your paint is a little thinner since the black is so thick. So it might be a little transparent. So I would just recommend you to mix it with something else. It might be a little different shade, or you can just load up a lot of paint on your brush. It's up to you. But if you like the transparent look, that's cool too. Yeah. Just gonna put in some more at the top and put some stairs at the bottom. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the red. I think it is pretty much finished for the red. You don't want to overdo it. You want to let that black shine through. So yeah, so I'm gonna go with the red, and now I'm gonna go in with the yellow. So your yellows and oranges and red, like they don't have to be pure, just kind of eye it, see what you like. You can mix them, you can keep them separate. It's really all up to you. But yeah, so while it's still dry, while it's still wet, I'm gonna go ahead and blend some yellow in there. Okay. I want it to be a little brighter here, so I'm just gonna go in with some brighter. Yellow is really powerful, so you don't have to use it in that many spots because your eye will go directly to it. So, should make sure your brush is clean, unlike me. Make sure before you go in with the yellow that your brush is all clean so you don't get, or if you want to mix it into orange, that's cool. But if you want the pure yellow, make sure your brush is clean. And yeah, I think I am pretty much good for that. And fill in however you see fit. And yeah, so now is the last step where you're gonna make your white highlights on the tree and on the grass. So make sure your brush is completely clean for this one. Make sure it's all clean. Wipe all that paint off. Press it against the edge of your cup to push all that paint out. And I need more white, so I'm going to get that. Oh.
Abby, I have to say at this point, I think yours looks better than the reference picture.
Thanks.
You're very welcome. I think that's an agreed from Clint.
100%.
Thank you. Okay, let's get this way open. Okay, all right, last step. Oh, no. Okay, I'm gonna stick my finger in there. All right, so last step with the white. Guys, you're doing great. Let me know, or let Lex know if you have any questions, and she'll ask. So, last step. So, basically, we're gonna get some white highlights here on the front of the branch. So, remember what I said about the light coming in from this side. So the highlights are gonna be from here. So, you're gonna get some highlights here, and then you're gonna have a little bit on this branch. And then with the grass, you can put it in a little sparingly. But I'm gonna do the tree first because I want to let the grass dry a little bit. So I'm gonna go in. So if you look at tree bark, it's really like wavy and irregular. So you don't want to smooth it out. Just put in a little dots, some little dots to show the little bark. And yeah. So I'm gonna put in some white highlight there. So that is good. And then I'm gonna put in some here. One dot there according to the reference. And a little dot of something here. I want there to be a little grayish area. So you can either mix it with the black or water it down. Watering it down because I'm a little lazy. So then just do a thin highlight here, so not completely all white. You can do a little thing here, and then make sure your paint is very thick for this part. And we're gonna put some highlights here. Okay, remember when we mixed the white in before when it was wet, so we have some gray texture there. So all we're doing right now is adding in the bright white highlights. If you didn't do that before, that's okay. You can just water down your white or mix it with some black. You want that subtle gray texture. And yeah, I think it's pretty much done for the tree, and we're just gonna add it in to the grass wherever you see fit. Yeah, just adding some white things here. So my grass is not dry yet, so it's blending a little bit. That's okay. Just wash your brush. You can if it's still wet, try not to blend it as much. So when you place down the white, just leave it. Don't blend it up. And yeah. Just gonna add in some more down here. I want some over here. But you can put it wherever you want. It's up to you. Have fun with it. And there we go. Great. I think it's looking pretty much done right at 8:04. Yeah, let me put it closer up to the camera. So this is what mine is looking like. And if you guys are almost done, I want to see yours too. So you can turn on your camera, but I think that's pretty much it for me. Lex, I think you had a giveaway or something?
Yes, I actually just sent our winner a direct message, Naomi.
Oh,
if I pronounced it wrong.
congratulations.
Yes, I sent you a prize form. So if you just fill that out, click the link I sent you in the chat box, Naomi, and just fill that out before you leave tonight. And yeah, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Yes, woo, we get swag up. Whoop, 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 we love it.
Yay.
Thank you guys so much for coming out tonight. We are a little past 8, so sorry about that. If people have to leave, feel free to trickle out. If you have any questions or want to clarify anything from Abby.
It says Easter behind me because I'm not home. I'm not in my apartment. This is my mom put this up during last Easter 2 years ago, actually, I think, and it's still up there. So
I hope that answers your question, Sierra. Yeah, again, thank you so much for coming. I'm quickly just going to share my screen one more time just so you guys can grab our socials is the only thing. We have obviously our ASL events coming up, but follow us for more events, more campaign stuff, more awareness stuff. We are always posting 24/7 pretty much, so follow us there if you want any updates. But yeah, again, thank you so much. And on behalf of me and Abby, thank you. And if you want the recording, feel free to grab the email that I put into the chat. It's the danny.connor. Oh, right here, I'll resend it. If you want the recording from today's paint night, just send an email to this email and they will definitely get right on that for you. If not, I'm pretty sure that we upload some recordings onto our Facebook page. So you can go onto the Sheridan Student Union's Facebook page and see if this recording's up there before you even get it. Cool? All right. I'm going to end this meeting, but other than that, thank you guys so much for coming out. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you for coming.
Yes.